What's going on, glitter babes? It's me, your girl LISHA. I'm gonna try not to do no long intro because I can never get it right, guys. If you are new here, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. As you can see, I probably still have on, well, not probably, I do. I have on the same top, same everything from the last story time I had, well, from my part 2 story time. And I'm trying to get at least 2 stories out today so that I can post them because I am behind. Far behind, and I'm trying to catch up. So yeah, so from the title of this story, you guys already know what I'm going to be talking about. And today we're going to be talking about my recent trip to Miami with Honey. Okay, now in order for me to tell y'all this story, I have to give y'all a bit of a background, or of a backstory. A bit of a backstory. Yeah, so let me start out by saying, me and Honey, we've been dealing for a very long time. And during this time, me and his family aren't really, I ain't gonna say we don't get along, but me and his family ain't like him and my family. See, my family treat him like he's family. His family don't treat me like I'm family. They treat me like I'm a whole outsider. And this time, I'm just fed up. I just told him that I'm just fed up. I'm gonna start treating everybody how they treat me. They speak to me, I'm gonna speak to them. They're kind to me, I'm gonna be kind to them. If they mean to me, I'm gonna be mean to them. They say some slick shit, I'm saying some slick shit back, unless it's his mama. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else, it's up. Anyway, so I just had to get that out. I just had to let y'all know how, yeah, a little bit of the backdrop of the back. Yeah, that. So, okay, boom. So we goes down to Miami. We actually drives down to Miami. His nephew got murdered in prison and last year, and his sister was having him a memorial this year on, I guess, his birthday / anniversary of I think it was his birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that's neither here nor there. So we goes down there for that. Now, mind you, we having like some little financial woes or whatever, but at the same time, you know, I'm throwing them to him like, you think this is a good idea for us to go down here? And, you know, we having a bit of a financial, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do understand that this is your nephew's memorial, and, you know, I don't want him to miss it, but at the same time, we don't have the money to attend. But he kept saying his mama and his sister needed his help. So, on top of that, I'm an advocate for people seeing their moms because I don't have mine anymore. I can't go see mine. So, I'm a huge go see your mom advocate. So, I just kept my mouth shut and we go down to Miami. So, we drives down there. First, we had to stop in Dublin to get his little cousin. Okay, boom. So we heads down. Y'all, this was a long trip. I think this was like a 14-hour trip because we had to go to Dublin. Usually it probably would have been like maybe a 10 or 11-hour trip, but we added time because we went to Dublin to pick his little cousin up. So, okay, boom. We gets to Miami. Let me fast forward. We gets to Miami. Okay, we got there around about 6 o'clock. We got there at 6 o'clock p.m. And, you know, we outside, and no, we pulls up, and his niece and his nephew, the siblings of the deceased, God bless the dead, the siblings of the, yeah, let me go ahead and get a disclaimer, because I don't want to keep saying God bless the dead. God bless the dead, rest in peace, Trayvon, and yeah, God know my heart. You know, I just needed to get that out of the way. You know, I don't know. I just grew up saying every time we talk about the deceased, God yeah, y'all don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so first things first, everybody get out the truck. I get out the truck, and I'm like, hey, like I did like a big wave, y'all. Hey, everybody. Bitch, tell me why it was crickets. It wasn't crickets because the kids was running around playing. But bitch, when I say crickets, bitch, you know everybody look, but ain't nobody speak. So I said, okay, I won't do that again. So I goes in the house, speak to his sister, speak to the sister boyfriend or whatever. Look at some stuff that she had on her walls and stuff, because she has a beautiful house or whatever. And you know, we chit chatted a bit, and then I told him I'm finna go back and sit in the truck. Now, mind you, when I got out the truck, I kind of went the way of where the people were, where the where everybody was that I spoke to. Okay. Now, mind you, when I spoke, I did the big wave and I said, "Hey, everybody," very loud. Okay. Yeah, the kids was around. Yeah, the kids was playing. Whatever. Granted, but you heard me. Everybody heard me because the nephew looked me dead in my face. Anywho, so when I came back outside to go get in the truck, I went a totally different way. Like I went like, I didn't come back around this because I went this way. So I didn't come back around that way to walk by them. I came this way to come straight to the truck. So when I steps out the house, niece say, hey. Bitch, like I ain't just spoke to you when I got the car. I said, oh, when I got out the truck, I spoke. Another disclaimer. When I say bitch, I ain't calling her no bitch. That's just how I talk. Y'all already know that's how I talk. I've had much respect for this family for a whole lot of years. Honey. So I'm not calling her a bitch. That's just how I talk. If I am calling somebody a bitch, y'all know. But you know, that's just the way that I speak. But anyways, I'm like, I said, oh, when I got out of the truck, I spoke to everybody. I said, maybe y'all ain't hear me, but I did speak. So she looking crazy. Like, oh. And that was that on that. So that rubbed me wrong. That was that on that. Now, granted, y'all, what I don't understand about this family, I have never done anything to this family for this family to even treat me the way that I have been treated over the years. I've never done anything to anybody but be me. I barely even say anything when I'm around them. You know, I barely even get out, like, you know, like I don't feel comfortable around them. So most of the time I'm sitting in the car or whatever, or I'll get out, you know what I'm saying? And just whenever I do get out and they having a gathering or something, I just be sitting there, you know, sipping my drink on my phone or whatever, or like strolling or whatever. Because I don't feel comfortable. They've never made me feel comfortable enough around them to engage, really. You know what I'm saying? It's always something with them when I come down there. Always something, and I'm getting them. Now, mind you, granted, with Honey, on the other hand, in my family, as much stuff as Honey done did to me, my family still takes him in like he's our family. And I have absolutely no problem with that, because that's what I want them to do. You know what I'm saying? If I love you, I want my family to love you. And I feel like that's how he should feel as well. And another thing about this too, I feel like I get disrespected like this because he never says anything. You know what I'm saying? And I had to tell, I'll get there. Okay. I had to tell him this time, I'm done. I'm done with it. Anybody come at me wrong, I'm coming back at them wrong. Since you're not gonna say anything about it, I'm gonna start saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like if anybody in my family came to you left, I would say something about it right then and there. And although I didn't tell him this, I don't want him to say anything to his niece and nephew. With that situation, I'm just gonna not speak. I'm not gonna make it my business to speak. I may or may not. That's just how I was brought up. I was brought up when I walk in a room or when I walk in the presence of somebody, I speak. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just need to take my feelings out of it and just speak and not be expected to be spoken back to. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know what I should do. Should I just stop speaking, or should I just go ahead and just speak and just not be expected to be spoken back to? Let me know, please. And I promise you, I really real deal need that advice. So let me know what y'all think. So, okay, so I comes back to the truck. You know, we had that little interaction. I get to the truck. That's that on that. So that night, we ended up spending the night at his mom's house for Friday night. This was Friday night. So I didn't even get to vlog anything, y'all, because stuff, it was going so fast. The trip was so long. I was so exhausted. I didn't know if, I don't know, y'all. I just didn't vlog it because, another reason that I didn't vlog too is because I was trying to vlog on my camera, and for some reason, I need to fix the settings on my camera, because every time I try and record on my camera, yeah, y'all. So I didn't even vlog it or whatever. So anyway, so we stayed at the mama house that night. Okay, so that was fine. We went to the mama house. The mama was fine. The mama spoke. We talked. You know what I'm saying, a little bit or whatever. And because we got there a bit later that night, because after we left the sisters, he went to his little hangout spot that he usually go hang out at or whatever, and we sat there and drank, you know, or whatever. So okay, boom, that night over with. Saturday come. Now mind you, the event is on today. It's Saturday. So the event started at 3 o'clock. Now honey had to get up early, 8 o'clock, to go to the park to help them set up. Now mind you, he had all of our clothes in the car. I couldn't do anything. Okay, we got in late, so we didn't even take anything out of the car. Now what he should have did was, before he left, took our stuff out of the car, because I could have got ready at Mom Duke's house. Okay, but he didn't do that. So he gets back. Now mind you, he gets back probably a little bit before 2. The shindig the event starts at 3 or whatever. So now you done got back, and now we got to go and get check into this room, which we probably shouldn't even did that, because we probably should have just got ready at his mama house, because that took up more time, because the room was not even ready yet. So we had to sit there and wait probably about 30 minutes, which made it to like 2:30. So we finally get upstairs, get the room, have to take a bath, all of that stuff. And now you rushing me. I don't like that. Don't rush me, because you were gone all morning. Then, like, it was just, don't rush me, because I understand why you're rushing, because the event starts at 3, but at the same time, you can't do that. That's not fair to me. You still had the stuff in the truck, so I could not do anything. Had you took the stuff that I needed out of the truck, I could have got partially ready, if not all the way ready, at your mom's house. Anyway, that was that on that. So y'all, he had to piss me off. So I was just like, fuck it, I ain't even finna put on no clothes. I'm just gonna throw on a t-shirt and some tights. So I'm doing then this nigga had the nerve say I had done did, I wasn't gonna do like I actually didn't do a full face, a full beat. I did a partial beat. Like I put foundation on, I did my eyebrows or whatever, and that was that. Like I didn't do the whole works that I usually do. This nigga got the nerves to come back and say, I thought you said you weren't doing all that to your face today. Bitch, I did, but I didn't even do. I did say that, and I didn't do all that to my face. I just did my eyebrows and I put some foundation on. That's all I did. Don't come in here questioning me, girl. Y'all, he had to piss me off all the way off. So I just threw on a Tyson shirt, and while he had to, thank God, go and pick up his daughter's cousin. So he was like, I'm gonna go pick her up and then I'll call you and let you know when I'm downstairs. So he went to pick her up, and girl, when he goes to pick her up, God said, LISHA, go put your ass on some clothes, cause you is not going out here at this event looking like this. So I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and put on some clothes. I was real cute too, y'all. I had on my long wig. I put on like this little tank halter top with like a long skirt. It was all black. It was like a two-piece. And just some little slides, some little flip-flops, baby. Yeah, I was real cute. Anyway, and I didn't even take no pictures of nothing, so I can't even show y'all the outfit. I can't even put the outfit up so y'all can see. But anyway, cause everything was so, y'all, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but everything was so, I was so uneasy on this trip. I was so uneasy. Like I had a good time when me and him was together, but when we got around, you know what I'm saying, his family, I get uneasy because I don't know what's next. I don't know what's finna happen. I don't know if I'm finna be tried or if I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know. And I don't know. I need to stop honey, I'll get there. So we finally gets in the truck, on the way to the damn event. So he gets a phone call from his son saying, Dad, well, I don't even know what I named her in the what you call it, story time. Let's see. We're gonna call her L Boogie. Dad, L Boogie here, she just spoke to me. Now L Boogie is his ex, okay? So he telling me, he like, LISHA, L Boogie, what I'm gonna say, what I'm called, I'm gonna just say D said, son said, we're just gonna call son said L Boogie here. And at first I was like, okay, so, but then I'm sitting there thinking about it, like, what the fuck is she doing here? Because I'm like, why is she there? So he's like, he was like, I don't know. So I was like, I'm like, you gotta know something, because you say her and your sister ain't like that. So I'm not understanding why she's here. I don't know. Like he was like, I don't know why I don't know.
Allegedly.
I say, okay, so your sister didn't tell you that she was coming? Your sister didn't tell you that she was invited? He said no. Now, granted, honey definitely has his times of him being a liar, and he can be that. He can definitely be that. A whole liar. So I don't know what to believe when I don't know what to believe, honey. When it's coming out of his mouth, I don't know. Now, granted, and I'm finna just tell y'all how I feel. Either the sister is messy, understood, you done lost your child, you grieving, this is a memorial for your child, understood, all of that is understood and respected. Maybe you weren't thinking about, oh, let me tell my brother his ex gonna be here because he coming here with his girlfriend. I just felt like that was disrespectful on my behalf and his behalf, because you don't put him in an awkward situation. You ain't put me in an awkward situation, because I don't give a fuck one way or the other. Well, no, let me not say I don't give a fuck, because I do. I was a bit bothered. I definitely was, because I felt like it should have been told. It should have been said that she was going to be there. Okay. Whether it was for the purposes of me or whether it was for the purposes of not making your brother uncomfortable. Now, granted, I don't know. She probably did tell him, and he's telling me that he didn't know. Okay. Either way, it'll come out later on. I'll be back on here to let y'all know whether it comes out or not. So anyway, so I'm like, that's real odd, and that's very disrespectful if she invited your ex knowing that you was bringing your current and did not tell you. Like, I find that hard to believe that your sister didn't tell, like that you didn't know. And he was like, oh, I didn't. He was like, I did not know, or whatever. He was like, but I find out. So okay, we get to the shindig or whatever. It was really nice, very, very, very nice. Nice memorial for him. The decorations were beautiful. Everything was just good. It had tons of food. It was tons of people. It was great. It was a nice event. It turned out really, really nice. So, X there, and no, yeah, that's what we're gonna call her. We're gonna call her X. So X is there, and she's a part of the setup committee. I mean, not the setup committee, but the cleanup committee. She's a part of the cleanup committee, and Honey is a part of the cleanup committee. So I'm licking. So baby, let me tell you something. I'm lit, Honey. Everywhere Honey was, these eyes was. Because if I didn't see Honey, I need to see if I see her. Because had they been out there talking for too long, guess who was finna pull up? Me. Because what y'all got to talk about for that long? What we talk about? Because I want to know. But it didn't happen. He made sure he was very respectable. Didn't look her way. Didn't interact with her in no kind of way, or none of that. So we were good. Okay. So in the meantime, Honey, while all of that was going on, while the cleanup committee was cleaning, I was standing up talking to one of his cousins that used to live with us a few years back. And we was up there, I sat up there and, you know what I'm saying, chit-chatted with her, caught up with her for the whole event or whatever. I went and spoke to a few of his people or whatever, and, you know, just showed my face, you know what I'm saying, to be respectable or whatever. But other than that, I went back over there with the cousin that I called Kodak in one of the story times. So anyway, so Kodak is so she sees one of the cousin's boyfriends. Now mind you, the cousin is a dude, so he's gay. This is a gay relationship. I had to say that because when I told this story to a person or two, they was like, oh, so they gay dudes. So that's the only reason that I said that. Just to let it be clear that these are two gay boys. So, okay, so boom. So she sees the boyfriend, not the cousin, but the cousin's boyfriend passing by. And she like, hey, T, what's up? Or whatever. So he stopped or whatever, and he spoke or whatever. He was like, what's up? How you doing? But now, mind you, he fucked up, like staggering. Like, he fucked up. Honey, you could tell he a drinker too, because he got them drinker lips, that all that red, them discolored lips. I'm sorry, y'all, I thought I saw somebody. Them discolored lips that drinkers have, he got them lips. So okay, boom. So he comes over there, he was like, hey, what's up? How you been? Whatever. So Kodak like, T this, LISHA this T this LISHA honey girlfriend. So I'm sorry, y'all. So he was like, honey, when she said that, baby, it was like it was a light bulb, like a messy light that just said bling in his head. Because, baby, when I tell y'all, when she said this is honey's girlfriend, okay, bitch, he was like, girlfriend? Oh, what girlfriend are you? Because honey brings plenty of women here that say that they his girlfriend. So which one are you? I say I'm the current one. I say it don't matter who he bring here. It don't matter who he bring here. I say it don't matter who he bring here, bitch. We talk about me. Who here now, bitch? Pretty much who here now. So he every time he gotta come, I gotta come back. So he just like, he probably got somebody in the hotel now. He ain't nothing but a hoe. He probably got somebody in the hotel now. He always got somebody calling him his girlfriend, and I say, oh well, we've been dealing for a very long time, so I'm the real girlfriend. So I say, all that you talk about, you'll have to you could take that up with honey or whatever. He was like, you don't want me to tell you the real tea. I say, but I do. Ooh, tell me the real tea. So Kodak like, man, take your ass on, bro. Like, dog, you messy as fuck. Had I known you were finna be this messy, bitch, I wouldn't even stopped you. Now, mind you, at this time, the boyfriend, the cousin, see him over there talking to us. So people telling him like, T, your boyfriend calling you. So he was like, he gonna keep calling me too. But yeah, girl, you don't want me to tell you the real tea. I say, but I do. Yes, hurry up before you go and tell me the tea. So okay, y'all, this editing LISHA right here. I forgot to put in this story time that while I was sitting over here talking to this cousin boyfriend, baby, I had on a top. First of all, I had on a halter top. And the halter top was like a low cut halter top, and it was showing like a lot, like the top of my breast. It was showing a lot of the top of my breast and my chest. So he was laughing, like put like tapping my breast, y'all, like feeling on my breast. Like I had to actually put my hands over my breast because he kept hitting, slapping, rubbing, touching, feeling all over my motherfucking breast. Bitch, I'm looking at Kodak like, is this, y'all sure this nigga gay? Cause honey, he act like he want these. He act like he want some of these over here. Cause but yeah, I had to come on here and tell y'all that. So they kept kind of like, he kept saying, so we where were you when we went to California or whatever? Cause Kodak was telling him this is his. She been with him for a very long time. Like they've been on and off, but she been with him for a very long time. So this is his girlfriend or whatever. So he was like, so where were you when we went to California with the family? Where were you when we went to California? I said, I don't think we was together. I said, I know he went to California with his family. I said, but I don't think we was together at that particular time. But I probably was home. Why do you ask? So he was just like, but you his girlfriend, but you ain't go on a family trip. You his girlfriend and didn't go on a family trip. So I started laughing and I was like, well, like I said at the time, I don't think me and him was together. So I don't think I was his girlfriend then. So yeah. Anyways, so he was like, y'all, he was just being messy after messy after messy. Now, a few years back, okay, we're gonna rewind to a few years back, his boyfriend did the same thing, okay? Granted, he was fucked up too, but we finna normalize today. Or that day. I hadn't already told honey, baby, we gonna normalize this day that alcohol don't matter. Cause baby, if you You know what you saying. I don't give a fuck how fucked up you are. You know what you saying, baby. You ain't too fucked up. You remember that he brings several women down here. You remember that he might have a hoe in a motherfucking hotel. You remember that y'all went to California. Bitch, you remember all that, baby. You know what the fuck you saying. Anywho, so like I was saying, rewind back to the cousin. So the cousin did the same, and this is so weird to me. The cousin did the same thing. The cousin, which is T's boyfriend, okay, did the same exact thing to me a few years back. I don't know or understand why they choose me to do this to every time I come down here, but they do. So I asked, so back then when he did it, he was just like, grilling me like, oh, you his girlfriend, oh, like just saying like little devious stuff to throwing hints to, oh, you ain't his only girlfriend, oh, he got bitches and he got this and he got that and that and that and this, or whatever. So I'm telling honey, like, your cousin just done spilled the whole tea on you. Like, what is that about? Like, I don't understand why he even came at me like that. But y'all don't know me from shit. Yes, this is his cousin, but at the same time, I don't go down there like that for, like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I go down there enough. He knew who I was, but at the same time, I don't bother nobody when I go down there. So why do you feel the need to want to hurt? If this is what you're trying to do, if you're trying to hurt my feelings, why you want to hurt my little feelings? I ain't did nothing to you. When I've done absolutely nothing to these people for these people to be coming at me left like this, y'all. And I put that on my mama. I put that on my mama fucking grave, y'all. I have never done anything that I know of.
Okay, y'all, it's editing me again. And I know y'all at this point it's like, oh, okay, maybe he wasn't trying to be messy. Maybe neither one of them was trying to be messy. Maybe they were trying to just let you know or give you a heads up. I don't feel that way because the way that it was delivered messy. You know what I'm saying? And then the next day you're gonna act like, oh, I was fucked up and I don't remember what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. And that's another thing with, I don't know if it's just people in Miami that do this, but people in Miami, they get so fucked up and then they just be yapping. You they best friend when they drunk, and then the next day when you're sober, bitch, they ain't got two words to say to you. Bitch, they don't know who you is. Bitch, they don't even speak. Bitch, that shit's so weak to me. That shit is so goddamn lame and so phony and fake. When I tell you a bunch of fake bitches in motherfucking Miami, honey, because that's just how they do. And I have ran into and I know this for a fact because I've experienced this several times that I've been in Miami with honey. So yeah, I just want to say that too.
And you know what I'm saying to these people. So anyway, so fast forward back to the boyfriend. So she like, man, going on, man. Cousin calling you, or whatever. So he was like, he went on ahead and left, and I was like, fuck, like saying like, damn, I wanted to hear the rest of what he was finna say or whatever. So y'all, after that, Kodak was like, man, I don't know what the fuck he talk about, but that shit was just messy. She was like, I wasn't even like that shit. Dog, she was like, man, don't let that shit. She thought that I was bothered by it. The only reason that I was bothered by it, I wasn't bothered by nothing he was saying. I'm bothered because this is the second time that this has happened, and I don't understand why they choose me to do it to. I asked honey when we left, and I'm telling him about the incident. I asked him, I say, the women that you bring down here, I don't bring no women. I say, I don't give a fuck who you bring down here. just listen to my question. I'm not even asking you this to even try and ask you, do you bring, who you bring, because I don't give a fuck. What I'm asking is, the people that you bring down here, do they have these same complaints that I have when it comes to your family? And he says no. I said, so it's just me. That confirms that it's just me, that they do little stuff like this too. And I'm not understanding why. I don't understand the beef. I don't understand like, what is it? What? I mean, because I need to know this, because either they don't like him or they don't like me. It's either y'all trying to get him in trouble or or y'all just trying to humble me. But you trying to humble me for what? Because you don't even know me like that. But one, like, y'all, I don't know. I'm baffled about the whole thing. I don't know. I just don't know, honey. If y'all know, tell me. Let me know down in the comments. Tell me. Let me know. Anyway, so he was like, oh yeah, me and T don't even rock like that. He don't even fuck with him like that from the shit, cause from some of the shit he done did to my cousin or whatever. He was like, I don't even rock with him like that, so he know he should know not to even try me like that. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he was like, of course. I mean, I'm sitting up here like, of course you don't know what he's talking about. But but anyways, he was just like, he was like, I handle it. But he didn't get to, because we never, this was the last day. So actually, no, it wasn't. This was Saturday evening. So Sunday was the last day we was just making rounds. So we really didn't see him again or whatever before we left or whatever, so he could straighten out the situation. But yeah. So come Sunday, this is the last and final incident. Now, mind you, we making our round, or he's making his rounds. I'm sorry, he's making his rounds, telling everybody bye or whatever. And yeah. So we get to the last person, which is his daughter or whatever. So we meets her at a Walmart or whatever, so he can see his grandkids and so he can see her and tell them bye. Now, mind you, to rewind back to the last time I was there, they had like a family function, and she she got in the car with us, and we was talking or whatever, and I felt like everything was okay, because I'll get to that. I felt like everything was all good as far as with me and her. Okay, this time you comes up to the car, he has his grandkids, I'm saying, bye baby, I'll see you next time. I'm saying my goodbyes to the kids, and I look at her to speak, and she got like this unit on her face talking to her brother, because honey's son and the cousin rode with us. And she like talking to her brother, like, you rode down here with dad and you ain't tell me, da 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 da. So you know how a person try not to look at you so they won't have to speak, or so you won't speak to them. That's how she was looking, like you rode down here and you ain't tell me or whatever. So I peeped, and I was actually on the phone too or whatever. So I turned around and I was finna say, hey, what I'm saying? But when I saw the look on her face, bitch, I had already knew, oh, let me not speak, because I ain't got time for another motherfucker not to be speaking, because, honey, it ain't never that serious for me to speak to a bitch, and a bitch ain't finna speak back or whatever. So I just turned back around and continued my phone conversation or whatever. But that's another one. I've never done anything to you. You just disrespectful. As much stuff as honey has done to me over the years in front of my children, okay? My kids still treat him as such, like he's their stepdad. They still talk to him. They still speak to him. They still confide in him. I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. So if y'all understand, let me know. Let me know what's going on. And I told him, this is it. This is the last straw. Baby, any energy, the only person that is excused is his mother. That's the only person that is excused. And I would ignore her. If something ever were to happen, I would ignore her. But other than that, let me go ahead and end this because I need to get me something to drink. But other than that, anybody else, baby, it's going to be up. Whatever energy everybody else give me, that's the energy they're going to get back. Because I'm tired of not necessarily kissing ass, because I ain't going to say I was kissing ass, but letting shit slide. I'm just tired of letting little stuff slide. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never done anything to any of you people for you people to even treat me the way that you treat me. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand what the fuck. And I know it has a lot to do with him and his actions and what he's done and what he's done in the past as to why they treat me the way that they treat me, maybe. But I still don't understand. It's stuff that he did that to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, that's the end of the story time. I just had to get that out because while it was fresh, because had I waited, I probably would have forgot some of the stuff. But yeah, y'all. Nothing really ended up happening with the ex. He did not say too much to her, and she didn't really say too much to him. He did say she tried to start up a conversation or two, but he answered whatever question that she asked and moved it along. But other than that, it wasn't really nothing. But I will tell y'all, baby, she came down on some. She finna get her man back, baby, because she was cute. Now I will give props when props due. She was cute, honey. I was cute too, but she was cute too. She had like this little blonde updo, baby, or whatever. Shit was real cute. So, girl, if you end up watching this, baby, you was cute, girl. I like that little hairstyle. That was real cute, and it was real cute on you, girl. But
I will not let my family disrespect my woman. I don't care what nobody say. If I bring my woman over to your house, your ass better behave. And I ain't talking about my woman. Your ass, the owner of the house, you better behave. I can care less that it's your house. You would not make her feel uncomfortable. Because one thing about me, I tell my woman, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel bothered, speak your mind. I got you. I got your back. Whatever you say, I'm going to back you up. Because one thing about it, if you know your woman, you know she ain't no shit starter. And you know that she a respectful woman. All these games that these family members be playing, like, what happened to your last girlfriend? Or I missed the other one. Or I remember, y'all know the game that y'all be playing, bring up the exes and all that. Why the new girl right there? Don't do that. Because I promise you, I'll start some shit within this whole family. Y'all better act like y'all got some goddamn sense when I bring somebody over. It ain't no different than back in the day when y'all had company and y'all want us to go.
Yeah, so this is the end of the story time. And until the next time, glitter babes. Peace out.